All right, let's talk about finding the amount of interest in a periodic savings or loan problem. So in this case, you deposit $4,000 each year. Now the fact that it says each year, this is a periodic deposit. These two words right there are enough to know what formula to use. So it's a growth. We're making a deposit, so it's the one with the positive exponent. And each year, so there's a monthly deposit. Okay. So we have compounded annually. This is of D equals 4,000. R equals 8%, so 8 divided by 100, which is 0.08. Compounded annually, N equals 1. Now the compounding has to match up with how often we do our deposit or withdrawals, or else these formulas get much more complicated. So we're assuming that if it's not written. In this case, it's written explicitly. Compounded annually, deposited annually. They match up. 30 years, T equals 30. And then the question first, how much will you have in the account? And the second question, how much interest will you earn? Let's figure out how much we have in our account by plugging into our formula. A equals 4,000 times 1 plus 0.08, 0.08 divided by 1 to the exponent 1 times 30, then minus 1, close parenthesis, divided by, and 0.08 divided by 1. Okay, to our calculator. So we have 4,000, left parenthesis, open parenthesis, a second open parenthesis, 1 plus, plus 0.08. We don't have to do the divide by 1. Doesn't hurt if we do. Exponent, parenthesis, 1 times. Again, we didn't have to do the times 1, but just for muscle memory. Minus 1, close parenthesis, divided by open parenthesis, 0.08, divided by 1, close parenthesis. This should give us the value we have in the bank after 30 years. And we want to round this to the nearest penny. So we have A equals $453,132.84. Now the next question. How much interest will you earn over those 30 years? Okay, so let's take a look at D and T. D, $4,000 a year times once a year times 30 years. This is $120,000. This is actually how much we paid into this account. $4,000 a year times 1 time a year times 30 years, $120,000. But we have $453,000 in the account. So the difference between these two is how much interest we earned. The bigger one is A, so the interest in this case would be A minus the DNT. Sometimes the DNT is the bigger number. For loans, it will be. For savings, it won't be. Make sure the bigger number minus the smaller number of these, and then you will get this to work out. If you subtract these, you get $333,132.84. We can see that we have, it's rounded close enough. We'll be able to see the correct answer. There it is. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. And you can see that answer. So go ahead and pause the video and work on the question on the right. Now notice this is the loan formula, so this is not the correct formula you need to use, so make sure to grab the correct formula. Okay, the answer you should get is D equals $857.36. And how much you end up paying is DNT, which ends up being $308,649.60. All right, I hope this helps.